Okay, so hi, my name is Jacob, and I'm a rising sophomore at Monte Vista High School. Today, I'll be talking about my project, the floor cleaning robot. So I'm just going to show you a short demo of my robot. So as you can see from this demo, the robot is able to avoid objects such as walls or even something in the middle of it. It's able to turn around and go the opposite direction. This allows the robot to clean a room or an area thoroughly and accurately. So today I'll also be talking about the steps that I took in my process to build this robot. My first steps was to add the components of my robot. The components I used was an Arduino and an L298N motor controller. An Arduino acts as the brain of the robot. An L298N motor controller allows you to connect two motors and change the motors by speed and direction. Without this L298N motor controller, all the motors would be able to do is go at one constant speed in one direction. Once I had completed adding these components, I finished my first milestone. My first milestone was the robot was able to go in a back and forth pattern. This was one of the first steps of me completing my floor cleaning robot. The second step I took was to add my sensor. The sensor I used was an ultrasonic sensor. How an ultrasonic sensor works is it sends out an ultrasonic waves to its surroundings and can tell if there is an object nearby and the distance of the object. Once I had completed adding this sensor, I completed my second milestone. The way my second milestone works is that if there is an object or a wall in front of the robot would be able to stop in front of it and not run into it. Finally, I added the vacuum. Using Velcro, I added the vacuum to the back of my robot. I used Velcro so the vacuum was easily detachable so you can empty out the contents of its dustbin. Also, a final step I added was that once the sensor detected an object, instead of stopping in front of it, it'd be able to turn around and go the opposite way. Some issues that I ran into was that the vacuum was really heavy and the robot was not able to move or turn around with the vacuum in the back of it. Some solutions I found out was to put the vacuum in the middle of the robot so the robot was able to function with the vacuum. What I would have done better was make my robot a lot cleaner. So if I were to add any other sensors or components, it'd be really as easy. Overall, I'm really proud of myself that I was able to create a functioning robot in a matter of 3 weeks. And I think that the skills I learned during this process can open up a lot more opportunities in the future. This experience at BlueStem really helped cement my dream in becoming a mechanical engineer. Thank you.
Great job. Does anyone have any questions? All right, I have a question. You said you want to become a mechanical engineer, but I, as an electrical engineer, take offense to that. So what's pushing you in that direction?
So I really like using like power tools and like building stuff. Unfortunately, electrical like kind of annoys me a little bit since it's on wires and you'd have to do a bunch of stuff. When mechanical is just building and putting pieces together, which I think is really fun.
All right, to each his own. Great job, Jacob.